Hello everyone, this is Kilton Welcome to the Stormguard. Darkness is coming. Well, what is it? It's a mix of some elements that might look somewhat familiar to some of you. There's a bit of a dose of Darkest Dungeons in the overall management of the game, as well as the approach to sort of having this hero mill to throw at enemies that will occasionally kill one of them. And it has some tactical elements to it that will be somewhat reminiscent of a simplified XCOM-ish type gameplay. And there is the setting and lore that will very much remind you of the Night Watch from Game of Thrones. That is not a coincidence. That's something the development team said themselves, that this was the basic inspiration for the premise. Development team might also be a bit of a big word in this context, because it's essentially a one-man project as far as I know. Of course, you never truly do one of these things alone, especially there's narration involved in the game, and I'm fairly certain that a separate person who delivered the voice acting, in any case a very small team, making this as sort of a passion project in Unity. I always approve of these things, especially if they play nice. And let's just have a look at them. Let's have a look at what the Stormguard Darkness is Coming has to deliver as we start a new game. Now, we can pick a name for our outpost, Lord Commander. Stormhome Keep seems to be the default name, and I guess we're gonna go with that. Explain game mechanics, sure, why not? Gives me something to talk about, because I've done a little bit of a test playthrough here, and I may forget to point out a few things. Always helpful if the system does it for me. Here we go.
More than 1,000 years ago, a storm came up in the realm of men. It brought darkness to our lands that lasted a generation. In that darkness, the ancient dragon came for the first time. It ravaged the countryside and burned land and buildings. With the dragon came other foul creatures from the farthest north, killing and pillaging on their way south. It was during these times of despair that Lord Ironheart became the first Lord Commander of the Stormguard. He rallied men and elves in Stormhome Keep, a fortified outpost far in the north. The Stormguard drove back the foul creatures to the farthest north. Eventually, they lured the dragon into a trap and were able to kill it. The darkness vanished, and peace was restored. As the years came and went, we took these memories as stories told to frighten children. Stormhome Keep was abandoned. Today, the Stormguard is a shadow of what it once was. But then, Lord Commander, we made a terrible discovery.
Alright, I did just splice the intro in there. It's usually at the start of the game before you even see the main menu. Just thought I'd show it off. So there was a dragon involved. It raises all sorts of unfortunate creatures that come every once in a while, every sort of millennium, to wreak havoc. And now we are the Lord Commander. Welcome, Lord Commander. For 1,000 years there has been no sign of the dragon. But while mere mortals with hasty bodies live and die, dragons spend centuries coiled in their underground lairs, sheltered from wind and weather, ignoring all the activities on the bright green surface. Only rarely, once or twice in 1,000 years, does a dragon rise. But when this happens, hell breaks loose. All the other foul creatures inhabiting the lands to the north will join the fray and invade our lands. The Storm Guard is a military order founded more than a millennium ago after the last visit of the dragon. It is dedicated to protecting the realm of men in case the dragon shall ever return. Unfortunately, after long times of peace, the Storm Guard is a shadow of what it once was. That definitely sounds a little familiar if you are familiar with the Knights watching Game of Thrones. Now that the dragon is back, you, Lord Commander, must fulfill your oath. We rely on you to lead the order back to old strength. Stand strong, stay true, and let nobody pass. In the name of the king, Squiggle. Click to continue. Right, and then we should probably hear a little bit from the narrator.
Welcome to your outpost here in the north, Lord Commander. I hope you had a safe trip. Times are indeed rough, and your leadership is more than appreciated.
The narration actually kicks in during the combat sequences as well and is fairly well done, actually. I really quite enjoy it. Now, we do have the town navigation bar here. Right now, Tavern, Sanctuary, Shop, Training Hall, Armory are all locked. We do have to do our first patrol to get those up. There's a bit of a management part involved with the panic thing that we can manage with the missions we do. I think it's a bit of a balancing act in the long run because we can skip days, but that will probably make the panic rise because we'll have to ignore missions that come in the long run, whereas eventually we might run out of manpower, hence the graveyard. Now let's have a quick look at the mission board and at our people here. This is our roster of characters. We have Joel, Red Hartley, Hayden Nutman, and Brendan the simple Storm Guard, and a basic archer. There's a distinction here between the simple and basic characters and the actual hero characters. So, from what I see, Joel is a hero, and so is Red. Like, Red is the healer, and Joel is sort of a warrior tank type. The archer is not going to level up. Like, he's a basic character with a couple of abilities that come in very handy at the start, especially the crippling shot will, and he's not going to get stronger, so he's basically cannon fodder, as is Brendan here. We'll have to eventually recruit once we unlock the Tavern, and hopefully replace these guys with actual heroes, because we can have a maximum of 10 characters. We have the warrior here, who has not the greatest set of abilities. Like, these are randomized, I think, every time you create a new game. So he's got retreat and for great justice. Each successful attack generates an additional strike of adrenaline. Okay, so adrenaline is the resource that these guys have. Unfortunately, right now, Joel can only use the resource to order the retreat, which, yeah. I mean, it's useful. It removes crippled conditions and it increases the movement speed, so we can employ it as a sort of a, you know, condition, like what's it called, status effect removal plus movement buff. But I would have definitely liked the smackdown ability. That I don't know what it's called. There's one that knocks down enemies for 2 turns, which also uses adrenaline. But he may pick that up yet. Like, you will pick up additional abilities on your patrols, or maybe also in the training hall eventually. There is Heal, Dismiss Condition, Guardian, and Healing Breeze. That seems to be always the same for the healer. That's quite useful. So we have the warrior hero, the healer hero, and the archer. I think we'll go with that. And we will patrol the borders of the realm of men and deal with foes we run into. The mission corresponds to average party level. That's interesting, because I guess that in the long run also means that you will always be able to sort of restock your hero roster if you lose people without having to throw yourself at missions that are way too hard for you to actually do. So let's go on our first patrol, and this is where the
save us but ourselves.
darkest dungeon bit comes in.
Must walk the path of freedom and defeat the dragon.
Right, so we have our basic resources here: food, some gold, a few potions. The food is consumed, I think, 1 for each of our heroes for each square we move into. We have to explore the entirety of this square map here, and then we have done our mission. And in each of these squares there's going to be one event, and maybe towards the end there's also going to be a sort of a boss-ish type fight where there is a single strong enemy awaiting. I'm not sure how random that is, but we'll find out. So let's move first here, and we spot some goblins. You run into a group of goblins, but they don't seem to have taken notice of you yet. Attack, attempt to hide, attempt to sneak away. We will attack the scum. Let's give them a nasty surprise. Prepare to fight. And we should get some info about the goblins from the narrator. Hello?
The kobold is a cunning fighter with the speed and agility of a warrior. They may be short, but don't underestimate their dirty tricks. Armed with deadly firearms, a goblin bandit can do some real damage from a distance, especially once it has zeroed in on its victim. Goblins come with numerous abilities, temperaments, and appearances. Alone, they are not much of a threat, but a pack of goblins can be dangerous.
I think the music drowned him out a little bit there. Not sure how to balance that in the options. Maybe the narrator actually is a sound effect. I'll have to look into that. In any case, there is our team. There's the battlefield. Here's our skills that we can use. Here's our various, end turn, etc. And here's the enemy. The goblin warrior backstab or flank is actually nothing to sneeze at. That hurts quite a bit. Let's see. The bandit, he actually looked hilarious, I have to say. Let's dismiss the health bubbles and go forward with our warrior. This is how far we can go. If we have a ranged weapon, there's actually a second sort of reddish circle that we'll see in a bit that can that will tell us a little bit about how far we can shoot. Wondering, do I want to park this guy in a sort of a line of sight arc? I think I'm just going to park him behind the warrior and see if we can use the wand on one of these. Okay, we can. So let's try to take out the... yeah, let's take out the bandit. Or rather, make a start on him. Okay, he dodges that. That's unfortunate. Here we learned a little bit about dodging. Can typically dodge projectiles he sees coming, so flanks or rear cannot be dodged. Interesting to note. Here we have our archer. We should probably go into the same sort of general row that this guy's on so we can hit them all. I'm going to do a crippling shot on this gentleman here because he is... like, I'd rather not have him in the fight immediately. Now he's crippled. This also reduces the chance to block, parry, evade, or dodge. That can be quite a nasty, rather useful debuff. Let's end our turn. So he's slowed down quite a bit. Is this a ranged unit, actually? Okay, we're getting melee attack now. And yes, we're getting ranged attack by this guy. So we should probably focus on him, maybe. For great justice, not really. We want to strike. No, we want to strike with an 85% chance to hit and 10% chance to crit. And we generated some adrenaline there, but not a lot of damage here. Let's try that again. Okay, 42. That's not too bad. Right, now we can actually give him a bit of a defense buff, which we should probably do. Then he is enchanted for 3 turns with the Guardian spell, and we should maybe do a ranged attack on this guy back here. This time he got hit and crit. And point blank shot is a little too low range for this. We should probably do that on that guy so we can focus on this gentleman once he reaches combat. Finish him off next turn and lay another shot down on this guy back here. So he gets whittled down as well. Okay, he's at half health. Now he's joining the fray. I hope he can't flank us. Okay, we're getting attacked here. That is fine. He uses a shout. It's the Goblin-born. Shouts provide benefits to all affected allies. Right, so they are sort of a battle cry buff.
They
Oh, and
may
we
be able to
we
take
got
us
crit.
down, but they're going to have to bleed
That
before
is
that happens.
not good. Right, we can, however, toss up a heal. We should do our melee attack on... Wait, that's not the right character. I'll just pan the camera around, which you can do for ease of clickety-clickness. And do some bashing on this guy here. Hopefully we'll finish him off. Oh, come on. Okay, so we can put a heal down on our hero here. I'm gonna use the range attack to finish this guy off. Hopefully that works.
Stand as one.
Yes, killing blow, very well. And now we can... I think I'll keep firing on this guy. There's a half-decent chance that we're gonna get
Victory belongs to the most
obliterated with our warrior here, but I don't want to risk any ranged attacks coming in to focus fire down on our warrior, so this guy's dead.
They burn.
Okay, now he's no longer flanking us. That should be him pretty much out of business, hopefully. Okay, he's blocked us. Unique chance to block melee attacks, including melee skills, unless under the effect of special abilities that improve awareness. Character can only block blocks he can see coming, unless, you know, you have Guardian or something, which I think also helps with blocks you can't see coming. Okay, this guy is tough. Let's see, Guardian. Okay, no, it only doubles the chance. It doesn't actually raise awareness in any way. Let's just top him off, because I'm a little worried about a double crit or something that will... take him down. And now let's go and fire our wand or our stave into melee here, and also do it with our ranged attack. That is slowly gonna grind down this fella here. And now he's gonna retaliate. We blocked that. That is good. So now we can go on the offensive again, and that should be us done with this group. Let's see who lands the killing blow. Now, damage does not carry over into the next battle, so we will be at full health in whatever next encounter we'll have. We get some experience, some gold, some food, which is nice. What does happen is there's some sort of fatigue or constitution stat here, which you can see. And this is the stat that we will have to mind in between battles. So this is the stuff where in Darkest Dungeons you have to lower stress. In this case we have to rebuild constitution. Undead toll. As you pass by, you notice a band of undead. Their leader speaks softly. Greetings and welcome to our road. For a small fee, we'll let you continue on our way. On your way. We will refuse to pay. Too bad, you will soon regret this. Well, we are patrolling the realms of men, so we should probably do something about these undead toll trolls here. I'm gonna let the narrator talk while I take a swig.
Zombies are not particularly fast, so use this to your advantage. Killing them is only a temporary solution, as they tend to recover after some turns. Nobody knows who's raised these skeletons. They are not very skilled fighters, but sometimes can do some unexpected critical damage.
Right, so skeletons and a zombie. Seems manageable, but right now at this stage of the game, sort of any combination of enemies could be the last. There is some element of, you know, we're getting quite easily murdered here at play. Let's see. Can they reach us? Probably not. So I'm gonna line up here again. And I think we're gonna start work on the zombie. And we might also wanna slow the zombie down, because I think the zombie hits pretty damn hard. So I think our crippling shot is gonna go on Mr. Z here. So we'll have these guys to deal with, and the zombie gets a bit of a timeout until, you know, we can actually, or he can actually get to us. Let's end our turn and see what these guys are doing. The zombie is definitely slowed down quite a bit, but not as much as I would like. Wow, okay, you are faster than I thought you would be, even hobbled. That's not very good. Okay, let me step up here. We'll have to eat all these hits. Right, if we go into the enemy zone of control, we will incur attacks of opportunity if we move out again. Unfortunately, it looks like we can't be flanked because that would mean going from I think this direction. Although I'm not sure this guy may be flanking us right now, actually. Yeah. Can we change our facing? No, I don't think we can. Right, so let's do the Guardian buff on our warrior here. And let's actually focus on this skeleton here so we can be sure to only be facing 2 enemies in the next turn. We'll just do a regular attack on him. Hopefully finishing him off. Oh, come on! Okay, no, I'm not gonna waste another shot on him. I'm gonna point blank shot the zombie, so we'll do some more damage there. And then just distribute our... Oh! You can do that? You can just walk away? Okay, I'm a little surprised. I didn't think... Well, maybe the zone of control is somewhere else. That's actually not too bad. Let's just have our expendable here face tank. And I'm gonna melee attack regularly and then go on him. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, we can no longer ranged attack unless we leave the zone of control, which I don't want to do. He should be fine, so we can start clobbering on this fella here. That might actually have been a blessing in disguise. But only... Like, all we can do right now is melee attacks, so that's not fantastic. We need to hope to finish him off. Okay, that hurt. And that's fine. Right, the only thing that really is worrisome about these guys is if they crit. Which they can do and will do, but oh well. We'll make it work somehow. Please finish him off. Thank you very much. Okay, that should be fine then. Everyone gets another swing at the skeleton here, and then he should be going down. Right, okay, that's another encounter survived. You cannot actually save during these missions, so you kind of have to do them in one go, which might make this video either 2 videos or make it a little longer. We'll use some food to backtrack here and go this way. Let's see what we have. A merchant's request. You arrive at a small shop. You seem to be grabbing the attention of the merchant. Shall we talk to him? Sure. You look like a competent group. My stocks are empty because those idiots supposed to deliver the new wares are running late. Can you search them and find out what's delaying them? I'll pay you generously. I mean, sure. Great, they are supposed to arrive from that direction. Please have a look. It doesn't take you long to find the caravan. They are all lying on the ground, severely dismembered. You grab the little goods that are left. And gains us some food and some gold. So not every encounter you have here, quite obviously, is a combat encounter. You can also encounter vendors or events that raise your stats, somewhat more rarely, I guess. We find a deserted camp. The campfire is still burning. You consider searching the camp, but you're unsure why it was deserted. Search, leave it alone. Have the elven hunter fire an arrow into the tents and see what happens. Have your witch or firewall. So this only becomes available if we have additional heroes here. But let's search it. You manage to assemble what you can from the camp. No one bothers you while you do so. Okay. Right, let's move on. Encounter. The weak die unknown, the strong will rule for eternity. Give us glory or death. Whoever said that, I'm intrigued. It's like, okay. Bold words there. What do we have?
Ghouls are a skinny kind of creature.
Okay.
They are quick and fierce fighters, crushing their enemies with their heavy maces.
I think ghouls are about the most dangerous thing we can encounter at this stage of the game. They are really, really unpleasant. Gonna flank around this way. Like the scenery here, by the way. This has a bit of a Neverwinter-ish, Neverwinter Nights-ish feel to it from the way it's presented graphically. I actually really quite like the fact that you have this ability to pan around the battlefield. Of course, there's no like cover mechanic, which is why I said it's more of a simplified version of XCOM. But hey, it's, you know, I'm impressed by the way this game is put together. It's an interesting mixture. Like, of course, you know, you might argue about the originality of taking all these elements and assembling them, but this looks like someone just, you know, having an idea for a concept and taking some things that they liked and making their own game about it, which is more than I can say for myself. So I'm really really impressed by this. Okay, I'm gonna cripple shot the ghoul, so hopefully he comes in a little later so we can get some more ranged hits on him. Because these attack combos are really unpleasant. Like, they can, well, not one shot, but you know, they can, in combination with the others, basically take out one of your guys in one turn. That's the extent to which they are capable of murdering you. Okay, let's. Oh, that's a nice opener. Nice crit.
Storm Guard stands strong, then not all hope is lost.
Okay, cool. Not a bad start. Do I wanna... Yeah, I wanna do the Guardian anyway. And then I'm gonna ignore the guy here and just do the ranged attack on... Oh, we have no line of sight. Okay, I'm gonna ranged attack this guy then.
Victory is right around the corner.
And he's
Never
out.
give up.
Now, where's our ranger here? Is it time for a point blank shot already? Yes, it is. Okay, we can do that. So we'll lay some fire on the ghoul. And lay some more fire on the ghoul and hope that both of these guys converge on our warrior here. I wonder if the warrior actually gets some sort of eventual sort of tanking skill ability where you can sort of draw the enemy's aggro towards you, but they do seem to be inclined to go for him a little more than the others already, so maybe there is already some of that just inbuilt in the basic way the classes are put together, or they just go for the most, or they just go for the nearest target in a way. That might also be possible. Okay, we don't need to throw out a heal yet, so we can throw some more attacks on the ghoul. And might be able to take him out before he even gets to do his attacks. That would be perfect. One more and we should be done with him. Yep, awesome. Okay, that's really nice. Because the combination of these two might have still pretty much taken our warrior out of action. I have lost characters to ghouls on the first patrol, definitely. So that's a thing that does and will happen. Right, this guy should be toast this turn if we do hit both of these shots. There we go. Nah, come on. Ouch. Okay, that is one hit for our constitution meter again. We should be losing some of that here, I think.
We may have won this fight, but there's no time.
Your heroes were victorious. You searched the dead bodies for loot, so some more food and some more gold and some more XP. 2 more to go. Let's see what we have. A mountain pass. You have reached a mountain pass. The weather is awful. You can't even see your hand in front of your eyes. Suddenly dark shapes emerge from the dense snowstorm before you are able to act. You're standing head to head with a pack of undead. Quickly drop down to deep snow and hope they didn't see you yet. No. We're gonna attack. You draw your weapons and get ready to fight. To fight! There we go. Any more voiceover here? Any new enemy types?
This world is full of peril and dark places, but there's some good in this world, and it's worth fighting for.
Oh, they're very close. They're very, very close. Okay, actually, let's take these guys a little further back here. I'm not too happy about this arrangement, and let's throw the Guardian out there because they might actually be able to reach us already. Next character, yeah, I'm gonna line myself up here. And I'm gonna take a point blank shot on one of the skeletons, I think. Actually, out of range, okay. Let's take a crippling shot on this guy. Because he, with a two-hander, he can definitely crit quite hard. Sorry about that. Oh god, he's coming for our back row, and now we can't maneuver towards him. That's not good.
Don't lose
Okay, we got
heart.
crit
The
there,
fear of
that's not
death
good.
is much worse than what it
So
is.
the strike here. I mean, if the archer can soak a few regular hits from the melee skeleton there with the sword and board lineup, that's also perfectly fine. I wanna do the ranged attacks on this guy though, because I find that guy the most worrying damage-wise. Point blank shot, here we go. Make it a good one. Ah, close, but no cigar. Since this guy's coming far off, let's weaken him a little. Might have finished the other one off, but I think 2 melee attacks from our warrior might be doing it. Okay, he's going for the archer. I approve. He's still crippled, so he's not going to be joining the melee fight quite yet. That is also fine. Let's do our attacks here. And I think we'll do a combination of a heal on him and the wand attack on this guy, so we'll finish him off and he doesn't get to do a swing. That's cool. Works. Okay, and we'll do our melee attacks on this fella here who blocks them. That's not too fancy. Okay, there we go. Nice, no crit, and please don't kill anything. Thank you very much. Yeah, we should have won this probably. 1 and a 2. Ah, okay, let's just pump him full of fiery doom.
Never give up. There may be tough times.
And another one on this guy. And our 2 melee attacks to follow suit. He'll get 1 more attack off. And I'll need 1 more drink because I've been recording quite a bit at this stage. Right, so parrying. Hayden Nutman parried a blow from the Skeleton Knight. Unique chance to parry attacks from the sides. Yeah, okay, that's relatively intuitive. Let's just go behind him and strike him down with the vengeance of 1,000 tons. There we go. Okay. Barely. There we go. Victory is ours.
More foul creatures to put
Your heroes were victorious. Yay. Okay, so we're at... This guy's constitution is monstrous. Like, he's just gaining constitution. This could be what amounts to a boss fight. I'm not sure. You look at a cornfield like a sea of gold. Explore the cornfield. Some cutthroats have been hiding in the field. You stumble directly upon them. They have seen our faces. Kill them or the royal guard will hunt us before long. Okay, so not a boss fight. What are we facing?
We have lived to see another day. We must go forward with hope and not back
more goblins,
down to
I guess.
fear.
Goblin slingers. Oh, ranged. Ugh. How can we do this? I'm wondering if we can line of sight these slingers somehow. But there isn't too many places we can hide. But we can sort of park our healer behind this if we want to, so he doesn't get slung, whatever. Now, last time I did a patrol just for testing purposes, there was a big fat golem at the end. I'm guessing this is probably random then. Okay, this should block one of the slingers off while still giving us the chance to do some ranged on the other one. Yep. And I'm guessing we'll just do the same here as well. Just go behind the rock and get a shot off. We'll do a crippling shot on... Oh, we don't have a line of sight on this guy. Oh, we don't have a line of sight on anyone. Ah, damn it. Huh. Well... balls. Okay, I'm gonna... Oh, we can't move twice. Okay, I'm gonna end the turn. That was a bit of a miscalculation. We swing around here. This is trying to cripple us. And this is doing the same again. could remove that actually. Let's do that. Let's go for condition dismissal. And then make a beeline towards these jokers here, maybe? That could work. While hoping we can sort of hold off the other guys this way. I'm just gonna stand here with the healer. And do I have a shot? No line of sight yet. Okay. I can sort of step around here. And then do the point blank shot on this guy. That might work. That gives our healer a line of sight on both of these guys without the likelihood of getting engaged. So maybe that will actually... Or not. Ah! Oh! It's backing off. Interesting. So he's going into protective mode once we rush the ranged guys there. That also means we can't get at the ranged guys, but that may not be as huge a deal as it seems. Maybe we can strike this guy down with great vengeance and furious anger. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, let's put a heal up. And let's actually go for more damage, because if we can whittle this guy down this turn somehow, we could free our warrior up to go for the other two, but I don't think this is going to be enough. It's going to be a flanking shot though, so no chance that he'll evade or block it. Okay, that's nasty, but not the end of the world, I think. Okay, we're getting ranged attacked by this guy now, that's fine. And what are you doing? You are also attacking the archer. I'm okay with that. Can we finish you off with the healer? No. Okay, I'm gonna lay one regular range attack on this guy.
We will bring death to them.
Yeah, because I want to move on up here, so I can get these guys into melee range and start wailing on them this turn. Just gonna do the guardian on him, so he has a bit better survivability, and then maybe do actually lunge. How far of a range does that have? Okay, that's just a melee skill, right? Okay, we don't need the crippling shot, so let's just go for regular attack. There we go. Nice damage. Oh, he can run away. Right, because this is not the zone of control. We evade it. Okay, aim for the legs. That's crippling us again. That's not too nice. But we can remove that, so we don't lose out on the armor. That's mainly what concerns me with the crippling, not the movement speed, but the fact that this is messing with our dodge chance and everything. Okay, can we finish you off there? We can.
Will never kill one of ours
another
again.
one. Another one. There we go. Bless up. Alright. Okay. Out of range. We'll have to move up. That's fine. In range we are. And shooty shooty. Okay. Good. He's shooting at the basic archer, that's fine. We can corner him now. Sweet, we are in melee range. Time for a whack. Critical hit, I approve.
What seemed like a hopeless mission
And
turned to success.
Down you go. Okay, I think that's our first patrol done.
Each small individual victory is a small step towards our goal of restoring
Yes,
peace to
indeed it
our
is, narrator. Thank you very much. Mission complete. You have finished your patrol. Our population feels a bit safer again. We'll enter the town. Okay, very good. Very good indeed. So now we have access to the other buildings, which opens up a
Every
lot more
day is
options for
hard
us.
these days, but it's the hard days that make you stronger and make the Storm Guard even stronger.
Okay, so panic is at 2% now. We have unlocked the Tavern, which allows us to bring in some recruits. Oh, there's a dwarf here. Okay, and this looks like an elven ranger, maybe? And we have the sanctuary, which we can use to get Joel's constitution back. We'll have to move him here and basically park him there for a mission or for a day. And then he'll recover a bit. Mission-wise, we have another patrol that we could do. Or there is an invasion level 1. Dangerous creatures are roaming the realm of men, leaving a path of death and destruction. Kill the invaders before they kill more people and spread even more panic among the population, which will reduce panic, which would be nice. And if we ignore it, it'll be increasing panic, I guess. Lizard Sword Warrior. Our scout report that the Lizard Sword Warrior is leading the enemy forces. The Lizard used to be peaceful folk, but have recently taken up arms to fight against invaders. Right, okay, so lots to do, lots to consider. I will be playing a little more of this, so join me next time. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you then, and bye for now.